In this video, I'm going to review the CMC LEVR BT system. The BT stands for burn technique, and this is CMC's latest release to the escape system market. By many, it's considered one of the best and most versatile escape systems that you can currently purchase. However, with that title comes a pretty hefty price tag. It has an MSRP of nearly $600. But one of the things that's nice about CMC is they offer you a variety of storage and configuration options, which can actually help bring the price down. I get this question quite often from students or prospective buyers on what they can do to actually lower the cost. And here you can see the systems in a plastic storage bag. The BT system, and actually all the LEVR systems, come with a custom storage bag. But you can change that. You can actually eliminate the bag, and you can also shorten the length of webbing that comes standard with the system, which is typically 50 feet. 50 feet is shown here, but as you see, again, it's in a plastic bag, and that's one way to help bring the price down. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can set this up in your pocket and still have it available for fast and efficient deployment. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take you guys through basically how I put this in my pocket and some of the little changes, the subtleties that I've done with the system out of CMC's custom storage bag. One of the things that you'll find when you purchase a BT system is that this lanyard is actually on the Flash G. And the reason for that is when the hook's in your pocket, it just allows you to grab the lanyard and deploy the lead end to your system faster. I personally don't like the lanyard on the hook. You can take it off if you'd like, but I do relocate it and I put it on the BT carabiner, okay? So it's basically a little girth hitch. I open it up and then I route that through, and this is going to help me locate the terminal end, or the auxiliary, the BT carabiner, which goes to the victim much faster, okay? And the other thing that I do is I shorten this system up. Really, I bring up the stitch guard right to the base of that bollard on the LEVR descender itself, okay? Now, I mentioned this is in a plastic storage bag. This is set up for that template that I made, that template, that packing jig. You can actually get this with alternating loops in here. That packing jig also works with the custom storage bag that I designed. CMC can make custom bags as well. This is a 2-compartment bag, and this is the hook pouch side that we would put the flash in. The main spine would go in here, like so, okay? And this rests near the top of your pocket to deploy. The main body of rope is in this pouch, and then you can actually split the BT system exactly, or any LEVR system exactly in half, where there's 25 feet here, 25 feet here, and then you're working on both sides. You need to be able to work off of both sides when you're using the burn technique. And this is where that auxiliary carabiner can be stored, okay? And then you could actually rotate this out like so, and then you can actually deploy this easier. You can actually take the lanyard and put it here as well, right through the eyelet of the carabiner if you wanted to, okay? So you have different options and configurations depending on how you have this stored. But the way it's going to be in my pocket, minus the bag, which again is what I'm showing you to reduce cost, this is how I have it oriented, okay? So that's basically what the system's going to look like, some of the little modifications that I do to the BT to streamline it a little bit more and reduce the cost. All right, now I didn't mention this, but let me just cover it. When I talked about splitting the system, I basically take about 15 feet and I route it up and down, okay? Once I pack this side, and then I route this side. So I got 15 feet that's gonna go to what I refer to as the auxiliary or BT carabiner, okay? This is kind of important. What I do now is I'm gonna take this system. I have that lead in on the outside. And what I wanna try to do is I wanna reduce the amount of friction when I'm deploying this end of the rope, or the terminal end of the rope. So that's going to go into my pocket, okay? And then this carabiner can rest down here. And then you can take this lanyard and have it on the outside, which allows you to locate that carabiner very, very quickly. And you can find out where you want to actually put this. Some guys will actually have it right here. And then there's that lanyard. You can grab it and you can pull out that auxiliary or BT carabiner, which is going to go to the victim. I take this now, and this is pretty important. I lay out the BT, or excuse me, the LEVR in the configuration so everything's flat and the handle is toward me for release. You'll notice that's the opposite. So the LEVR insignia is down. I take this carabiner. This is for an integrated or pre-attached system. And this is to a Cobra belt on the D-ring. Now I push those other folds back that go to terminal on carabiner, and I'm just laying this section of rope, or webbing on top. I lay the lever, and you can see how nothing's pretty much getting crossed over. Everything's nice and flat here. That gets tucked into that bag, and I take the actual hook and I capture it right here on the lanyard. That keeps it really high on my pocket. This section is going to be covered up my coat with that standard 6-inch overlap, so this carabiner is covered, and the rest of my system's in my pocket. When I deploy my system for the fastest, most efficient, the best technique is open up the flap with your pocket, reach across your body, deploy the hook, system comes out, and right here I'm ready for escape. When I'm going to switch over to using it for victim rescue and I want to keep the hook available, then I have the lanyard that pulls this out. I'm going to attach this to the victim. There's a variety of methods for doing that. And then I have the option of taking that bite and coming over the hitching slot, which is one technique, okay? Advantages and disadvantages to this. And then I also have the option where this is going to the victim, and then I'm snapping in, and I'm doing the triple wraps to the victim, okay? So those are those two techniques that you can use for allowing the hook to act as a descent control device, okay? And that's how I set this up for the fastest, most efficient deployment, minus a commercially made storage bag or the bag that comes with the CMC system.